Hi, Phil Schoenberg, Fastpitch Power. We've talked numerous times about how the key to maximum speed and command is establishing a stable, immovable throw zone, pointing at your target, and firing to the end of that throw zone and driving through consistently. We're going to talk a little bit today about one of the major components of establishing that immovable throw zone and enabling you to maximize speed and command in the strike zone. Just as a reminder, and I know anybody who follows Fastpitch Power has seen this 1,000 times, my job as a windmill pitcher is to come exploding off the pitching rubber, to land in balanced power K position, eyebrows, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles parallel to the ground, stacked right on top of each other. This is where your pitch begins, power K. From here, I have established a throw zone. Smaller version of my power line, which is pointing at my target, and I am now going to fire to the end of that throw zone and drive through without the throw zone ever moving. One of the things that enables a pitcher to consistently command the strike zone without reducing speed is what we call front side resistance. Now, when you saw me land in power K position, I am in that vertically stacked balanced position, and I have established front side resistance. Well, what is front side resistance? So if I imagine that when my stride foot touches the ground in front of me, that a wall comes popping up. We call this our wall of resistance right here. And I like to tell our beginning students that there's nails sticking in from outside that wall in. So you can drive up to that wall, but not through it. So that establishes a firm front side. It's the same thing in hitting. When I'm batting and my stride foot lands, I am going to bring my bat through the hitting zone, and I am not going to allow my front side to break down, which creates dragging of the bat head through the hitting zone instead of maintaining that firm front side and firing that bat head through the hitting zone and powering that ball over the center field fence. No difference in pitching. When I come off the pitching rubber and I land in power K, I have established that firm front side. Now, what I don't want to have happen as I fire the ball to the end of the throw zone and drive straight through, I don't want that front side to break down. I don't want to lean forward. Why? Because then my pitching hand is trying to catch up to my front side, which is moving. And by the way, look what happens to my throw zone, which is never supposed to move, when my front side breaks down. This is all attached. Now my throw zone's pointing to the ground. So I'm going to have to push the ball up to maintain command of that strike zone, and I'm almost always going to have to reduce speed to do that because my throw zone has broken down along with my front side. So as I maintain that firm front side without it breaking down in any direction, it enables me to get my pitching hand to the end of the throw zone, which is stable, not moving, pointing at my target really quickly without reducing speed and thereby without reducing command. Now, it's a difficult thing for a beginning developing pitcher to feel that establishment, consistent establishment of that firm front side. So the best thing to do as a coach or a parent is to take video of your pitcher, making sure that in full motion, when they are landing, that they are landing in power K position and that they are still vertically stacked and balanced after they have completed the delivery of the pitch. Now, the fast pitch power, and you've seen them all, we have numerous drill sequences that solidify that body position. But they're mostly stationary drills where you're not doing full motion, and the breakdown has a greater tendency to happen when you start doing full motion off the pitching rubber, as opposed to, doing your reach, track, fire, and drive drill, reach, track, where you stop in the track position. Now I've got a firm front side, it's easy, fire and drive. But when I do the continuous motion, that's where the tendency to break down takes place. It can happen for a number of reasons. Most of the time with a young developing pitcher, it's happening because of a structural weakness. A 10, 11, 12-year-old girl is not going to have the core and trunk strength that they need to stabilize their body consistently in that position. So they're going to have to be aware of it, and they're going to have to work toward preparing their body to become explosive off that pitching rubber and being able to create that firm front side resistance, and not allow it to break down, all the while they're delivering that ball. Not easy, but if you become aware of what the optimal biomechanics are, and you work toward it, and you show your student, your pitcher, your daughter, whoever it is, videos of when they're doing it correctly and when they're not, it will be tremendously helpful. I hope that this has been useful. We'd love to hear your comments. We'd love to know how you're doing with establishing front side resistance and having that happen consistently without mechanical breakdown. Please let us know. Talk to you next time.